Okay, Education 475, Fieldwork Reflection. Here we go. Did a lesson on path to World War II, aggressors invade nations. It went good. The first one went good. It's a rather complex issue. How do we end up going to war? So, kind of explaining the complexity. I remember the book was saying something about like there's a lot of things that we teach are complex. So just reminding them of the complexity of it all. So you can see a picture on the bottom corner here. This is I think it's a Puerto Rican American battalion. They flew protection on bomber runs. This is just some Japanese. This was like a war propaganda from Japan. Here you see Hitler with, I think that's Goebbels. I don't know. One of the bad guys. And then this is a little thing in the U.S. This was a little headline there. So moving on. Started up. Warm up. What causes conflict? I mean, we all encounter conflict in our daily lives, and the kids they really took to this one, and the first go round it went really well. A lot of people were talking about people you know talking ill of each other, rumors or whatnot, something like that would cause a conflict, or somebody actually physically assaulting someone else, obviously just out of nowhere, something like that. Physical assault, obviously, conflict. Misunderstandings, a lot of good stuff. The kids had a lot of good stuff. So the first one went well. Um, yeah. So moving on to the next slide here. I just wanted to give them an idea of modern Europe. I'm a real big fan of maps. So this is a map of modern Europe. There, I see. I pointed to Germany there. Um, yeah, so just basic stuff. This is the intro lesson, so nothing too complicated. And then moved on to a picture that kind of shows what lands got taken over in Hitler's march to power here in 1936. Then in 1937, he took Sudetenland. This is a new unit, so it's a kind of a lot of get laying the land, laying the groundwork. Yeah, so I just the students they weren't very strong on maps, so I wanted to give them something, to get really kind of put it really in kind of simple terms. I mean, and this tells the story, as good as it needs to be told. So I'm not simplifying it. I'm just putting up a graphic to show them exactly what we're dealing with. And then here would be the other side of World War II. This is the Japanese Empire in 1942. I asked the kids, if they knew what year. What was it? What was it? Oh God, Pearl Harbor. I asked them what year Pearl Harbor happened, and a few of them got it, 1941. So this is kind of I showed them this is like Japanese at the height of their power, and put in the little numbers and just kind of and part of them they moved this way. So that was that. And then I wanted to show them movies because they just had a test, so I didn't want to kind of overwhelm them. I kind of wanted to mix, what was going to go on and what we're going to learn, but I didn't want to do it too intensely. And then this is I kind of give some background on the movie to put it in context, because I mean a lot of what info that you look up on the internet, it's hard to put it in context. So I wanted to be really clear about what kind of context we were dealing with here. So they seemed to get it and they liked the movies and it went well.